Racy Martin has known Erika for years now. Allegedly, she was with Erika when Mikey and Elizabeth called. My question is why? Basketball since I was 5, super tomboy, didn't like dresses. Everyone thought I was a little boy because I wore Jordan and all these different types of athletic. The conservative movement is being rocked by allegations so explosive that even Erika Kirk's most loyal defenders are starting to question everything they thought they knew. Anonymous sources within Turning Point USA are coming forward with claims that could completely destroy Erika's carefully crafted public image. And the bombshell at the center of it all, that Erika Kirk's entire marriage to Charlie was built on deception. We're not talking about typical marital problems here. We're talking about allegations that Erika deliberately hid her true sexual orientation to secure a power position, that she used Charlie as a stepping stone to influence and wealth, and that she maintained secret relationships throughout their marriage. Relationships that Charlie may have never known about until possibly tragically right before his death. The evidence that's now surfacing paints a picture of a woman who is not at all who she claims to be. A woman who has spent years constructing a false identity, playing a role, manipulating everyone around her. And the most disturbing part, multiple insiders are now saying that Candace Owens has been sitting on video evidence for months. Evidence that could prove all of this, and she's just waiting for the right moment to release it. Let's start by examining the digital trail that Erika thought she had buried, because the internet never forgets. And what investigators have uncovered from Erika's social media history is absolutely damning. We're talking about years of posts, photos, and interactions that tell a completely different story than the one Erika has been selling to the public. With a 15-year-old girl, a child posted all. The first major red flag appeared when researchers discovered a pattern in how Erika's friends referred to her relationships before Charlie. Multiple people in her social circle would make references to Erika's romantic partners using female pronouns. Not occasionally, not as jokes, but consistently over years. These weren't slip-ups. This was how people who actually knew Erika talked about her life. One particularly revealing exchange happened on Twitter in early 2017. A mutual friend posted a photo from what appears to be a dinner gathering. The caption read something along the lines of "double date night with the girls." In the comments, someone tagged Erika and made a reference to her better half being beautiful. Now taken alone, this could be dismissed, but this is one of dozens of similar interactions. What makes this even more significant is the timing. This was happening during the exact period when Erika claims in interviews that she was living a celibate life in New York, focusing on her career, not dating, waiting for God to bring her the right man. But her social media presence tells a completely different story. She was absolutely in a relationship. She just wasn't advertising it to her conservative audience. Former acquaintances from Erika's New York days are now speaking out anonymously. One person who worked with her in the modeling industry described Erika as someone who was very open about her preferences in private, but who became increasingly secretive as she started positioning herself in conservative circles. This person claims that Erika made a calculated decision to hide this part of her identity because she knew it wouldn't be accepted in the world she wanted to enter. Think about what that means. Erika looked at the conservative movement. She saw an opportunity for power and influence. And she made a cold, calculated decision to pretend to be someone she wasn't, to build an entire fake identity, and then to use that fake identity to marry a man who could give her access to everything she wanted. The transformation timeline is particularly revealing. Kirk has been a dear friend of mine for almost 15 years. We have done multiple projects together. She wrote the foreword to my book. The photo that has been circulating around that says a Left Eye Club. This is the cuff that she's wearing. In 2016 and 2017, Erika's social media shows a completely different person. She's posting photos at Pride events. She's using rainbow emojis. She's engaging with LGBTQ+ content. She's living openly. But then something changes around late 2017, early 2018. There's a sharp pivot. Suddenly, all the rainbow content stops. The photos with female companions become less frequent. The language she uses changes. What happened during this period? According to sources, This is when Erika started positioning herself to meet Charlie Kirk. She began attending conservative events. She started following conservative influencers. She began commenting on conservative content. She was doing market research, figuring out what persona she needed to adopt, what story she needed to tell, what past she needed to bury. And it worked. By late 2018, Erika had successfully infiltrated conservative circles. She met Charlie and she knew exactly what he was looking for. Yeah, Charlie bought it completely because why wouldn't he? Erika was beautiful. She said all the right things. She knew the conservative talking points. She presented herself as his perfect match. He had no reason to suspect that everything she was telling him was carefully rehearsed, that she had spent months studying what conservative men wanted to hear and then delivering exactly that. But here's where the story takes an even darker turn. Because according to multiple sources, Erika didn't end her previous relationships when she married Charlie. She just took them underground. She became more careful, more secretive, but she maintained them. And the woman at the center of this ongoing deception, Tracy Martin. Now, Tracy Martin is not some random person who just entered Erika's life. She's been part of Erika's world for over 15 years. She was there during the New York days. She was there when Erika was living openly. She was there through the transformation. And according to sources, she remained there throughout Erika's marriage to Charlie. Investigators have found photos of Tracy and Erika together spanning more than a decade. In some of the older photos, their body language is unmistakable. They're not posing like friends. They're posing like a couple, intimate, comfortable, connected. And while the photos from the Charlie era are more careful, more staged, if you know what to look for, the connection is still visible. Tracy described herself as Erika's best friend in public. But people who observe them together tell a different story. One person who attended Dream City Church, where both women were regulars, described seeing them together. Frequently, always sitting together, always arriving and leaving together, always with a level of familiarity that seemed to exceed friendship. And here's the detail that's most damning. Martin has known Erika for years now. Allegedly, she was with Erika when Mikey and Elizabeth called. My question is, why? If you're with your mother and your mother is receiving a treatment and your mother is vulnerable, why are you bringing Tracy with you? In fact, I'm being told that her and her mother were not together. Now, I can tell you, like I said, that Tracy has known Erika for 15. On the day Charlie Kirk died, Erika has told multiple versions of where she was. In one interview, she said she was at the hospital with her mother. In another, she said she was at home when she got the call. But according to Candace Owens' sources, neither of those stories is true. She was actually out of state with Tracy Martin on what sources describe as a romantic getaway. If this is true, think about the implications. Charlie is in Utah about to give a speech, and his wife isn't with him. She's not even in the same state. She's off with another woman. And then Charlie is killed. And Erika has to scramble to create a story to explain where she was, why she wasn't there. And she comes up with the hospital story, the devoted daughter at her mother's bedside. But Candace has receipts, travel records, photos, maybe even video, evidence that places Erika somewhere completely different than where she claimed to be. And when that evidence comes out, when the public sees that Erika lied about where she was when her husband died, every other lie she's told will be re-examined. Now, let's talk about the Romanian orphanage, because this is where the story gets truly sinister. Erika promoted this charity heavily during her New York years. She posted photos with young women. She talked about helping vulnerable children. She collected donations. But nobody has ever been able to verify what this organization actually did. There are no financial records available, no incorporation documents, no 501c3 status, no evidence that any children were actually helped. Just photos of Erika and Tracy with young Eastern European women. And now that we know about Erika's pattern of deception, about her hidden relationships, about her willingness to lie and manipulate, those photos look very different. Romania has serious human trafficking problems. Vulnerable young women from poor backgrounds are often exploited. promised opportunities that don't exist, trapped in situations they can't escape. And here we have Erika and Tracy running some kind of organization involving young Romanian women with no transparency, no accountability, and no clear purpose. What was really happening at that orphanage? Who were those young women? Where are they now? Were they actually being helped or were they being exploited? These are questions that law enforcement needs to investigate. Because if that organization was a front for trafficking, if vulnerable women were harmed, then we're not just talking about lies and manipulation. We're talking about serious criminal activity. And here is what makes this even more urgent. The pattern of behavior, the inappropriate messages with the 15-year-old girl, the secretive organization involving vulnerable young women, the hidden relationships, the calculated deception. This is not the behavior of someone who made a few mistakes. This is a pattern that suggests predatory behavior. Erika had access to vulnerable people through the Romanian orphanage, through Turning Point USA, through her position as Charlie's wife. And she used that access. She built relationships. She collected contact information. She positioned herself as a mentor, a helper, a friend. And we're supposed to believe she never crossed lines, never exploited anyone, never used her position inappropriately. And the Romanian Angels. Yeah, that was a project that a bunch of us were blessed to be a part of because Erika put it together, and we would get a wish list around Christmas time, and it was from children who wanted nothing more than. The 15-year-old she was texting is just the one we know about. The one where screenshots survived. How many others were there? How many young women did Erika message? How many did she meet privately? How many did she groom? We don't know. Because Erika has spent years covering her tracks, deleting evidence, silencing people with NDAs. But the evidence that survived is damning enough. Messages calling a child a dime piece, complimenting her physical features, sending gifts, arranging private meetings. This is textbook grooming behavior. And it happened. It's documented. It's not speculation or rumor. The screenshots exist. Now, Erika's defenders will say this is all a smear campaign, that people are taking things out of context, that her relationship with Tracy was just friendship, that the Romanian charity was legitimate, that the messages with the teenager were innocent. But how many coincidences do we have to ignore? How much evidence do we have to dismiss? At some point, the pattern becomes undeniable. Erika has lied about her dating history. She's lied about her sexuality. She's lied about where she was when Charlie died. She's lied about her past relationships. She ran a mysterious organization with no accountability. She had inappropriate contact with a minor. She's now positioning herself to have access to more young people through schools. And Candace Owens has been watching all of this, documenting all of this, building a case. And according to sources, she has video evidence that will prove the relationship with Tracy. That will show Erika was lying about where she was. That will expose the whole carefully constructed false identity. Why hasn't Candace released it yet? Because she's being strategic. She's waiting for the right moment. Maybe she's waiting for Erika to commit to more lies, to go on record with more false statements so that when the evidence drops, Erika can't wiggle out of it. Can't claim it's out of context. Can't explain it away. Or maybe Candace is waiting for legal reasons. Making sure everything is properly documented. Making sure she can't be sued. Making sure the evidence is airtight. Whatever the reason, the anticipation is building. And Erika knows it. You can see the panic in her behavior, the way she's trying to control her image, the way she's attacking anyone who questions her, the way she's consolidating power. Replied to one of Erika's tweets by saying, "A Erika France feet, gorgeous as always." A few hours later, she then tweeted, "Why did at Erika France feet just send me this laughing emojis?" And there is a photo which says, "This Valentine's Day, I am going to touch your butt." Jillian posted this tweet on March 6, 2014. So Erika says, "Let me call you, hold on, sweetheart. Give me a wow." And then Jillian says, "Okay." And puts laughing emojis. Erika then says, "Say sex too, but not from you. LOL. Holy laughing emoji. You always make Erika knows the truth is coming. She knows she can't stop it. So, she's trying to prepare, building defenses, creating narratives, positioning herself as a victim. But when that video drops, when Candace releases whatever she has, all of Erika's preparation won't matter. The truth will be undeniable. And what about Charlie in all of this? Did he die not knowing the truth about the woman he married, or did he figure it out? Some people think Charlie was asking questions before he died, that he was starting to investigate, that he was planning to confront Erika, and then he was killed. Convenient timing. I'm not saying Erika had anything to do with Charlie's death, but I am saying the circumstances are suspicious. The unanswered questions, the conflicting stories, the rapid consolidation of power afterward. All of it deserves investigation. Real investigation by law enforcement, not just internet sleuths. This story is far from over. The evidence keeps mounting. More people keep coming forward, and eventually the dam will break. Erika can't silence everyone. She can't threaten everyone. She can't make all the evidence disappear. The truth is coming. And when it does, the conservative movement will have to reckon with the fact that they embrace someone who was lying to them from day one. EB, what do you think? Share this comment because people need to know what's really happening. The truth matters and Erika Kirk needs to be held accountable.